Betrayal is one of the most devastating human experiences. It shakes your faith in people, damages your trust, and leaves wounds that take years to heal. But here's something most people overlook. Betrayal doesn't just destroy the betrayed, it destroys the betrayer even more. You see, when someone chooses to betray, they think they're gaining an advantage, outplaying you, or securing their own interests. What they fail to realize is that betrayal is a self-inflicted wound, a slow-acting poison that corrodes their soul, their reputation, and ultimately their future. They might feel powerful in the moment, like they've won some kind of twisted game, but what they don't see, what they refuse to acknowledge, is that every betrayal comes with a price. It's a price that isn't paid immediately, but when it comes due, it's always higher than expected. The universe has a way of balancing the scales, and those who betray will eventually face the consequences of their actions. Whether it's through guilt, loss, or their own downfall, they will pay for their choices. Because here's the truth. When you betray someone, you don't just lose them. You lose yourself. Betrayers often think they've won. They believe they've outsmarted, manipulated, or deceived their way into a better position. Maybe they stole an opportunity, backstabbed a friend, or walked away without facing consequences. In their mind, they've played the game and come out on top. But what they don't realize is that their so-called victory is an illusion. The moment they choose betrayal, they set themselves on a path of destruction. Why? Because trust is the foundation of everything: relationships, business, success, and even self-respect. Once a person is known as a betrayer, that foundation begins to crack. People remember betrayal, even if it's not exposed immediately. The truth has a way of surfacing. And when it does, the betrayer isn't seen as smart or powerful. They're seen as weak, disloyal, and unworthy of trust. The success they gain through betrayal is short-lived, because real success requires allies, partnerships, and respect. Without those, they're left standing alone. The people they deceived may move on, heal, and thrive, but the betrayer will always carry the weight of their actions. That illusion of victory, it fades fast when they realize they've won nothing but isolation. Reputation is everything. It takes years to build, but only moments to destroy. And betrayal, it's the fastest way to ruin a name forever. The betrayer might think they've escaped consequences, but the truth is, every act of deception leaves a mark. People talk, word spreads. No matter how carefully they cover their tracks, betrayal has a way of resurfacing at the worst possible moments. A person who betrays a friend today will find themselves without allies tomorrow. A business partner who cheats their way to the top will discover that no one trusts them when they need support the most. A liar who manipulates others will one day be questioned on every word they say. Even if the betrayer convinces themselves that they've gotten away with it, they haven't. They're carrying a silent curse, a reputation that whispers behind their back, a lack of credibility that follows them like a shadow. The worst part, once someone is branded as untrustworthy, it's nearly impossible to undo. People forgive, but they don't forget. And when trust is broken, the betrayer becomes their own worst enemy. Because in the end, the world doesn't just judge us by our successes, it judges us by our character. And once betrayal defines someone's character, their downfall is only a matter of time. There's one thing every betrayer eventually learns the hard way. Betrayal is a one-way ticket to loneliness. At first, they may feel powerful, thinking they've manipulated, deceived, or outplayed